The park was bathed in the warm glow of a setting sun. Golden light painted the leaves, casting long, dancing shadows across the grass. Mia and Ryan sat on their bench, the same one they had claimed as their own all summer. They were young, barely more than children, yet a lifetime of memories already bound them together.
I don't want to leave.
Ryan held Mia's hand, his thumb gently stroking her skin. His touch was electric, sending shivers down her spine. He looked at her with an intensity that belied his years, his eyes reflecting the approaching sunset.
We'll write, every day.
Mia understood. Leaving for university in different states felt like the end of the world. She clung to his hand, her heart aching.
And call every chance we get.
Ryan smiled sadly. He leaned in, his lips brushing against hers before capturing them in a kiss that tasted of bittersweet promises. As the last sliver of the sun dipped below the horizon, they held each other close, the echo of their vows hanging in the air. The years that followed were a blur of new experiences and fleeting connections. Mia excelled in her studies, embracing the challenges of university life. She made new friends, explored different cities, and slowly built a life for herself, independent and strong. Yet a part of her remained tethered to that park bench, to the memory of Ryan's touch and the warmth of his gaze. Ryan, too, navigated the complexities of adulthood. He pursued his passion for writing, his words often reflecting the bittersweet nostalgia of their last summer together. His letters, filled with longing and shared dreams, became Mia's solace. Their phone calls, though infrequent, were filled with laughter and whispered secrets, a lifeline to a connection that refused to be extinguished. Time, however, had a way of altering landscapes, both internal and external. Their letters became less frequent, their calls shorter, the silences between their words speaking volumes. Life, with its relentless demands and unforeseen detours, had drawn them in different directions. The miles between them, once a mere physical separation, began to feel insurmountable. The aroma of old books and freshly brewed coffee filled the air. Mia, now a successful architect, found herself drawn to the familiar comfort of the bookstore. Browsing the shelves, she lost herself in the world of words, her fingers trailing the spines as she searched for a distraction. A familiar laugh, low and melodic, cut through the quiet murmur of the shop. Her head snapped up, her heart pounding against her ribs. Across the aisle, his back to her, stood Ryan. The years had been kind to him, his shoulders broader, his hair touched with silver, yet she would recognize him anywhere. Time seemed to stand still. The crowded bookstore faded away, leaving only the two of them, just as it had been in that sun-drenched park. He turned, and their eyes met across the stacks of books. Recognition dawned on his face, followed by a look of pure joy that mirrored her own. In that instant, the years melted away, leaving only the echo of their youthful promises and the undeniable truth that some connections transcend time and distance.
Mia?
Ryan's voice was deeper than she remembered, but the warmth in it remained unchanged. He closed the distance between them, his eyes searching hers for any sign of... what? Regret? Anger? Longing?
It's really you.
Mia breathed, her voice catching in her throat. A wave of emotions washed over her. Joy, disbelief, and a flicker of the old pain that she had tried so hard to bury. Their conversation was a tapestry woven from shared memories and cautious questions. They spoke of their lives, their dreams, the paths they had traveled, both literally and metaphorically. There were moments of comfortable silence where words were unnecessary, their shared past hanging in the air between them. Yet beneath the surface of their reunion, a current of tension pulled at them. The what-ifs and almost wheres of their past cast long shadows. The years they had spent apart, the choices they had made, the lives they had built, it all stood between them, a fragile bridge over the chasm of lost time.